going on, guys? Blake here. Today we are talking about sweep picking. Hooray! So this video is for two people. The first is maybe you've tried sweep picking before, or maybe you've been practicing it and you still suck at it. Or two, maybe you've never tried it before and want to know all there is to know before attempting it. So if that is you, then you are in the right place. So for today's example, we're just going to be using a very simple triad arpeggio. Up here, it's going to be the C. So let's go over the shape really quick. Looks like this. So we have 12. This is on the G string. 13 is pointer finger. 13 with the middle finger. 12 with the pointer finger. Okay, and 15 with the pinky. So we got that C. Now, when it comes to sweep picking, this is the main thing to keep in mind, is that the two hands, they obviously need to be synchronized together, but where the focus should be, the one that's guiding more than the other, is actually going to be the picking hand, which is weird because most of the time it's the other way around, right? We tend to focus a whole lot up over here, and unfortunately this hand ends up telling this one what to do. And for a lot of folks where we really struggle with, picking up speed and gaining a lot of traction, maybe a lot of synchronization at higher levels. So in other words, like if you hit a specific BPM and all of a sudden everything starts to fall apart, chances are one of the hands doesn't know its job as well as it should. And that's okay. I mean, like I said, it's a very, very normal issue to have, because most of us aren't going to sit there and know right out of the gate that we should just, do the motion here. But before we get into anything else, I just want you guys to understand that it's all about the picking. Okay, all about the picking. So that's mainly what we're going to be talking about today before we jump back in and include the frets. So here we go. All right, so when we are looking at sweep picking, it's more of a push instead of a twist. So in other words, whenever you're moving along, so you're doing something like this, notice how my angle is staying exactly the same. So I'm not sweeping like this. I'm also not sweeping like this. Okay, I'm keeping it exactly the same, and from my arm, I'm quite literally pushing up and down like this. Okay, keeping my angle exactly the same. Or if you want to look at it this way, you're staying inside the trench. So inside the strings here, the pick's not going to come out. So as I come across one, it's going to go directly to the one below. Now, the intention for that, other than it being infinitely more efficient, is namely for the muting. Now, where I'm muting from is actually going to be more on this side of my thumb. So as I cut through the string, okay, the string that I'm leaving, okay, catches about, let's see if we can see it on the camera there, like right there, so maybe like right below, like kind of like where my fingernail connects with the rest of my finger. And so whenever we move through, I say we're doing more of a push. And so before we add this hand at all, what I would have you guys do is just to literally sit, maybe have the amp on, okay, and quite literally push through like this. Okay, so do you notice how you can hear all those individual strings in there? That's good. That's what we want out of the sweep. Okay, now if we jump over and we add the other hand in, okay, we get something like this. Now, something I want to draw attention to is, you notice when I ended it, I wasn't just doing a down anymore. Okay, so I was going up for that last note. So we have one down for 3 notes, one up for the final note, and that's going to be the motion I used to turn around. Now again, we stay inside the trench, meaning that when I come back around, I'm not going to go like this. So my angle changed. I did like a normal upstroke there. Instead, I'm going to pull through. So I'm in between the high E and the B string. push and a pull with the down coming back in on the final note. Oops. Bollocks. Let's try that again. So I have an up, pull off, up, up, inside movement. So we go back down, down, up. Right? So more important than literally anything else, because people tend to overdevelop this hand and massively underdevelop this hand. Okay, and so when it comes to sweep picking at a basic level, okay, that's what you put the focus on, and it's quite literally this push and pull motion here. Okay, so I would dedicate, I don't know, maybe 5-10 minutes a day and just do that. Turn a metronome on. Metronomes are your best friends, especially because they'll tell you when you're wrong. But anyway, if you guys have any questions about this, make sure you leave a comment below, like and subscribe, all that good fun stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one.